In August, the fishing is hot right now as the temperature is outside, guys. Welcome to the bi-monthly fishing report, where I give out 2 videos, fishing report videos a month for our wonderful lakes and hot springs. I'm at Hamilton today. I'm about to go over Lake Degray, Ouachita, and Hamilton. I do these 2 a month. Sometimes it's one every, like, make it 3 weeks and then a 2, but this month it's going to be every 2 weeks, how August lays out, guys. So welcome to the Fishing Coach YouTube channel. Jimmy Eastern, go by Coach E, and guys, the fishing has been on fire. It has been fun. It's been a blast. I've had some guide trips lately that I've had. Of course, most of my business is my on-the-water lesson business, where people want to come and learn how to catch bass offshore and get better at using the forward-facing sonar to target and catch bass if they're beginning or advanced anglers. I get a lot of both, and man, the fishing has been fire. This is a good time to learn how to utilize a live scope to catch bass and kind of get confidence in it, guys. So, had a lot of fun with it. We're going to go in depth. In the last 2 weeks, I've been on Lake Hamilton 7 times, and I've been on Ouachita once. I had a great trip at Ouachita. Man, we blasted them, and it was fun. But a lot of my action's on Hamilton right now, and it's going to be throughout August, most of Hamilton. I know I'm typically 50-50 on them. Okay, guys, as a reminder, I'm doing my virtual lake breakdowns. I'm doing a personal breakdown where I will break down a lake, 15 to 25-minute video for you. Or we also have my breakdowns of where I will go over where I fish on my on-the-water lessons, on my guide trips, tell you the successes, the failures, what I'm looking for, the baits. I'm going to go in depth. Okay, it's just going to be a screen recording of me going over the contours, the maps, what I'm looking for. Like I said, very, very in depth. I have a few spots left for my Arkansas guys. So if you're interested, send me a message to my Jimmy Eastern Fishing Facebook page. But guys, we're going to go over Ouachita first. Then I'm going to go over Degray, and then I'm going to go over Hamilton last, okay, guys? But before I do that, I want to talk real quick. I have all my companies I'm partnered with, guys. I'm right now in the 2025 Icon VLX 20. You guys heard me talk about it. It is now for sale, okay? I have somebody that's already kind of getting a boat ordered and want me to run it next year. But with that, this one is officially for sale, guys. I'm going to have a video on my YouTube channel, my whole review of the boat. I know I've talked about the boat a lot, but my favorite part's the deck and the platform, how it fishes. Guys, it's an awesome boat. It's right now listed for $74,900.99 about there. Information is that going to be, just send, there's actually not information out there. There's going to be my video, but send me a message on my Facebook page if you're interested. I love this boat. It has 54 hours. It is 4 months old, okay, and you're getting this thing like 10,000 less than what it normally is for sale for since I have used it. Okay, guys, now let's first talk about Ouachita. We had a blast. We caught over 30 fish. Our best 5 went for about 17.5 pounds in August. Okay, guys, August. All right, day trip. Now, the night tournaments have been taking 20 to 23 to win. The night fishing there is great. But right now, what you're going to be looking for at Ouachita, there's kind of 2 kind of players. And I'll tell you about our day too, but your 2 things you're going to be looking for this month are your main lake areas that are going to be your high spots, your points, your channel swings that are going to be against some shallower areas, and then you're also going to be looking for your back half of creeks fish. And so the pattern we got on the day I was there was more back half of creek fish. I fished mid-lake that day to the west end. Okay, y'all guys been hearing me. I've been talking about Mountain Harbor area, Twin Creeks. We ran over there and caught some in that main lake area where there are some main lake channel swing points with timber that those fish were in. But the mid-lake area, we got some fish in the back half of creeks. They were on bait, okay? They're schooling, they're breaking. We didn't catch a fish on topwater, though. No, we didn't. My trip at Ouachita, we caught them on a variety of things. We caught them on jig head minnow, okay? This right here is just a freeloader with an 1/8 ounce jig head. We're using 8 3/16. Also catch them on, you're gonna hear about a little bit, is a fluke. But I'm using this fluke with the Core Tackle Scamper Rig hook, okay? It's a weighted hook that's made for the fluke. Like, this is specifically for the fluke and for fish that are schooling, okay? You see how that weight's in there? This was designed by Matt Becker, and a lot of those guys on those blueback herring lakes. Matt Becker won a tournament at Lake Murray and had his hook weighted to where when you weight it, it also gives it different action in the water. So with the Scamper Rig hook, what it does, when you're reeling it, it kind of vibrates and goes sideways. It gives it that different action, and sometimes on those lakes where there's blueback herring, you got to give it different action. And on our lakes where, they're schooling and breaking, it gives them something different. Like, they're crushing this Lake Hamilton right now because I don't think many people are throwing it. And there's some guys that do some sneaky stuff with flukes. If you're one of those guys watching, I get it. There's some sneakiness about them. But still, that's just one of the things that there. And we also caught some fish that day on, as you're going to see, a lot of my baits are similar, a little George tail spinner imitator, okay? So we didn't catch any on top. We caught them in the trees, caught them out there in the middle of the creeks chasing bait, and it was a blast. We had a good day. Our biggest that day was 5.2. That one was caught on the minnow, and then, like I said, we have our other baits there as well. Another tactic though, guys, when those fish are not breaking and you start seeing them in the trees, you can still throw a big worm at them. You can throw a jig, okay? Or what we also been throwing is like a little Nico rig right here, okay? So we have this little Nico rig, all right, little worm with the with the nail weight in it, okay? And then, like I said, but our top water choice would be the spook, but either back half of creeks or you're gonna be your main lake. Okay. Before I get into the Lake Degray fishing report, guys, I want to say thank you to Bath Planet of Arkansas for being a partner with the Fishing Coach YouTube channel. Guys, if you're interested in thinking about remodeling the bathtub or your bathroom, give Bath Planet of Arkansas a call. They're gonna do a wonderful job, help you out throughout the process, and that's what the people I know that have used them have said, hey, they made the process easy. Everything was straight up. Chris and his team do an excellent job, and they're located in Hot Springs and in Little Rock. If you have that ugly stump or that tree that's fallen recently in your yard and you don't know what to do with the stump, guy, give BJ Stump Removal a call. BJ Stump Removal is located in South Arkansas, and they will take care of your needs in the South Arkansas region, but also as well, if you're up here in Hot Springs to Little Rock and you're wanting to find somebody you can trust to remove that stump. And guys, the stumps are not just ugly, but what they also do is they can cause damage to your foundation of your homes or your driveways, guys. Appreciate BJ Stump Removal for being a part of the Fishing Coach YouTube channel. Hey guys, as we get Lake Degray now, Degray and Washaw, they're going to be similar. Actually, all the lakes right now this time of year is going to be similar. The night fishing tournaments have been taking 20 to win there. As you guys, I saw Devin Garner. I talked to Devin actually. Devin had a big bag there and caught an 8-pounder. And I got to see his boat, guys, and he had everything on the deck. He wasn't going to tell me what he caught him on, but he had everything on the deck, and that's just sometimes summer fishing. And so he's really good at fishing offshore, shallow. It don't matter. He can take his screens away. He's going to catch fish. So he had a bag. Trent Owens also had another night derby where he won. Trent's had a good job out there. Trent, he's told me what he's kind of catching them on, but I don't want to kind of get into it. But night fishing, guys, for me, jig, big worm, spinnerbait. That's it, okay? There's some other tactics you can do. I think a lot of those guys are catching them before dark as well. But guys, there's been flurries. Now, the day report though, okay, which the day report. Degray has the hybrids, so you're going to see the hybrids break, and they're fun. They're going to be your more main lake areas, okay? They're going to be more your mouths of creeks, your more main lake, those channel swings, and you might find some largemouth mixed in or spotted bass. But those largemouth and spots are going to be easier to target in your back half of creeks. Now, you might get in the back half of creek and find hybrids, but your largemouth and spots, they're going to try to get away because the hybrids are just the predators, and they're bad to the bone. They're going to eat. Other ways to target these fish at Degray, guys, as the sun gets up and you don't see them break as much, is be looking for grass in that 15 to 20 foot zone. Fish that outside edge with Carolina rigs, worms, that sort of deal, okay? But what I'm going to be doing is looking for those fish relating to the creeks that are going to be targeting bait fish, and they can go and eat other stuff, but I'm going to be looking for these fish in these schools of 10 to 20 to 30, use my forward facing sonar and try to throw top waters, these flukes, these baits to get them up. And that's kind of what goes back to Ouachita and Hamilton as well, guys. So Degray, like I said, that mid lake area I know has been really good, and that's the Arley Moore region, the Shouse Ford, that kind of area there. If you're going to be looking for a rental home, or you know somebody that might be moving to the area, guys, I'm going to let you know about RentSaleneCounty.com. RentSaline County is a website that has a lot of rental properties in the Haskell area, Benton, Bryant, Saline County. And guys, I just want to share that with you, to if you know somebody, you hear them talking about it, someone from church, a family member, like, hey, check out RentSalenCounty.com. Bunch of homes for different needs and different budgets. Thank you, Ferguson's Property, for being a part of the Fishing Coach YouTube channel. I'm going to be real with you guys. I don't know much about roofs, but let me tell you guys about SAWCO Roofing Company. If you're like me and you know much about roofs, you want to go with somebody you trust, because that roof is a very important part of your house, as it's going to withstand the leaks, the holes, anything else. It's something you don't know it's important until it is, guys. So if you're there with with roof damage, or you're not sure about it, you want to get an inspection and get the honest opinion, guys, give SAWCO Roofing Company a call. Thank you for being a part of the Fishing Coach YouTube channel. Okay, guys, Hamilton, which I've been on the most in the last 2 weeks, 7 times. We've had some days, 50 fish days, 30 fish days. Today we had a 40 fish day. We've taken fish home, okay? I've had 2 trips where we've taken home more than 18 fish, okay? It has been fun. And guys, this is the time where there's going to be a lot of breaking fish. And I know people are like schooling, but guys, I'm going to kind of clear that up. As in, schooling, they do year round. They get in schools, they will chase bait underwater and eat them. But now that they're breaking the surface, that's why I'm going to call it breaking. But some people I know call it schooling, but I'm just going to try to change the term, okay? And if someone that fishes a lot longer than me tells me I'm dumb, whatever. This is my opinion after the live scope screen has showed us what they really do, okay? But guys, so they're breaking. Now, they're not always breaking. okay? And you kind of have to find those windows that they are. Now, when they are breaking, they're not always easy to catch, as you guys know. There's a couple different little baits. The spook was catching them really, really well, but it seems like they're starting to get conditioned to this, okay? But that's where the scamper rig has came in. This scamper rig here, like I said, I know I have it torn up real quick so y'all can kind of see it. This color, shad colors, this right here is what we kind of pulled out the past couple trips, and because I just don't think they see this, and they're eating this. Like I said, they're eating it really, really good. But that's what we are using to target the breaking fish. Now, when they're done breaking and they go to them flats, them ledges, them drops, that's when the little George has been a player. The worm, they'll eat the minnow at times too. They're seeing this a lot, but they will eat the minnow. This is the freeloader. I know I throw a variety of different minnow types, guys, but that's just kind of what is right. When we're on my trips, on my lessons, we are throwing right now. We've had some good days. Our best 5 one day went for over 17 pounds between 2 trips, which is good for a day trip. But typically they're going to be 10 to 12, 13, pounds. Maybe, they might be bigger at times, but no, that was one day. We're catching them back half of creeks, main lake, front half of creeks. They move, and these creeks aren't real big, okay? Now like Little Missouri, they'll be fishing the mouth, they'll be fishing the middle and in the back, but like these creeks on the mid lake that are smaller kind of pockets and creeks, they'll move, and you just kind of have to find where they're going to be, okay? They're going to be here one day, they're going to be here. They're typically, now they might go back-to-back days when they're in the same spot, but if you start picking on them, they move, and that's one thing I've learned. And they also get in little patterns. Like I'm out here like last year I was out here 5-6 days a week at times, and I saw the movements of the patterns of these fish, and some of them are starting to get there, guys, on these patterns. Hamilton's been a blast. I have more trips coming up out here. It's a fun time, and we're watching everyone eat on the screen. Like I'm just telling on my trips, we're watching them eat on the screen. That's what I do. If they start breaking, that's cool, but like we're watching them. Like I'm not just gonna go, if I see them breaking like 100 yards away, I'm not just going to hit the motor up and run towards them, okay? So I know a lot of people see me out there and y'all are kind of watching, but like I'm not just going to be that guy, like, cause I've seen other people do it, and it's whatever. So it's been fun, good place. And let me know, guys, you have any questions on the fishing report, guys. It's a good time to go out and fish, take somebody fishing. I'm taking my 3-year-old out Saturday, and my dad. Hopefully we'll go catch some. I'll see you guys out here on Hamilton. If you do, say hello. We'll see you guys on the next one.